Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I see my chat. Misty and Okie and JC. Broke but bountifully blessed. A raid. Am I live? Can you see me? All right, my computer's catching up now. All right. I hate seeing myself on camera, so I'm not going to look over there again. I wanted to say good morning, happy Wednesday. This is my new, I'm going to add this to my live schedule. So I have 2 lives a week now, today and Saturday. Saturday's the Supernatural Saturday. Let me let him in real quick. Hey, little panda. You want to come sit by your mama? You want to come sit by your mama? Come on, right here. Good boy. All right. So, things I'm doing this week. I have finally perfected my seed storing, I think. I got me a file cabinet. I can put my important documents in there, too. But, I got me some hanging folders. I've got some envelopes coming so I can sort my seeds proper in ABC order, and I am proud of that. So, yeah. And Peach talked me into trying to grow some seeds this way. This is going outside. It's a little homemade greenhouse, right? It's got leeks in there, a whole bunch of leek seeds. So if they do come up, I'm going to separate those and try to get them in. That's what I got going on. Now let's talk about seeds. Y'all know it's Christmas, and there's a couple of people that have really followed me along the way that I need to pay back. So they're going to get Christmas seeds. And there's people that have sent me seeds in the mail. They're going to get Christmas seeds. So some very special people to me. And got stamps already. Got me some mailing envelopes. So those are going to go out this week, okay? Now, the seeds I found, where I get my seeds is Shawnee Feed and Seed. It's a little small place in Shawnee, Oklahoma. And yeah, I get my vegetable seeds there. They don't have a lot, and they have like main varieties of stuff, you know, like the most common kinds of cabbages and broccolis and stuff like that. But she's got a little flower section off to the side. So when I went grocery shopping yesterday, I go to Fire Lake grocery store for my produce because they have really great produce. And yeah, so I got my seeds. When I got my receipt, it was way cheaper than I thought it should have been because seeds are $1.89 a package. And I had gotten Captain Jack's, so I said, did she not charge me for the Captain Jack's? And well, no, they were 50 cents a package. They were on sale. Now this is this year's seeds, right? It says sell by 12/25, 2025. But this does not mean those seeds are not any good, right? You guys know that. I'm hoping. So here we go. Blanket flower. I already have one of these living in the backyard. By the way, they're kind of frost hardy too. So this goes to seed quite readily. And yeah, I just went ahead and got another package. It's blanket flower, Gaillardia aristata, perennial wildflower for full sun. Got these wallflowers, never seen or heard of these. Botanic name Cheiranthus. Well, let me read you. Many consider wildflowers to be the most exciting, rewarding of all flowers. Plants, they are large, 2.5 to 4 inch flowers. In varying shades of yellow-tipped daisy flowers on slender stems. And it's kind of compact. Do you know what I mean? Like the whole plant is only about this tall and bushy. Okay, so that was the blanket flower. And here is the wallflower. Brilliant orange yellow. Delightfully fragrant. Heck yeah. Freely produced during late spring and early summer on branching green plants. May bloom the first year in 5 or 6 months. That's a thing you have to understand for a lot of perennial flowers. It takes them a year and a half to bloom sometimes, like my Shasta daisies. From seed, mind you. Okay. Oh, this is an herb. This is caraway. I've never seen this in person. I'm not even sure what you see. Caraway is hardy biennial with finely cut feathery leaves. Small flower heads in midsummer and capsules containing 2 curved narrow seeds. The seeds are a popular spice, especially in Central Europe. They enhance pork, goulash, sauerkraut, cheese, pickles, and are added to cooking cabbage to reduce the smell. Well, that's good to know. They flavor breads and cakes. Chopped leaves are added to soup and salad, and the root is cooked as a vegetable. So there you go, caraway. I'm hearing people talking about this Swiss chard, so I picked some up. This is rhubarb Swiss chard. Beta vulgaris. Crimson stalks with glossy green leaves. It looks like rhubarb. It's not rhubarb. So outdoors. Pick entire leaf stalk or harvest only outside leaves. It's rich in vitamin A, iron, and potassium. Foxglove. Biennial or partial sun. This is called digitalis. Also. Easy to grow, bears several stately and beautiful flower spikes atop leafy stems. Individual blossoms are speckle-throated, thimble-shaped in soft colors of cream white, pink, carmine, and purple. Striking single or in groups. Bloom summer and fall. Let me see my chat. I don't think we're very far apart, Okie. Columbine. This is the official state flower of Colorado. We used to live there, so I remember this. We all know what happened there, okay? But, these, and these. Like, there's a couple of seeds in here. Like, I've got a couple of people like Miss T and Miss Shirley, OG Gardener. They live in zone 6, so I'm sending these kind of things to them because I don't think they'll do great here. It's just so hot. Rocket. This is arugula, by the way. And they're calling it an herb. I didn't know it was an herb. Huh. Nobody here likes arugula except for me. And I've just been eating it in my salad. So, yeah. But apparently it is related to the mustards. Eruca sativa is the botanic name. The white flowers with dark pink veins are edible and can be harvested as they appear. Well, I can't wait to see the flowers. I've heard once you've planted arugula, you will always have arugula. So this is going to someone else because I've got a big old patch out there. And I imagine it's not ever going to go anywhere. And I'll just leave it. It'll be perpetual food. For me only, I guess. So this is getting given away. This is another full sun or light shade. Canterbury bells. I've tried to grow this before and I've never gotten them to come up. Bell-shaped flowers in a variety of color on 24-inch stalks. Flowering in spring. See, I get like 1 or 2 weeks of spring. What am I supposed to do with this? Sweet marjoram. It's a little herb. In fact, I'm going to start sorting these as I go. Flower, herb. You know about sweet marjoram, right? I don't have to tell you about sweet marjoram. Origanum majorana. Now I'm going to tell you about sweet marjoram. I can't tell it from oregano. And I have both out there. And I will go and look at the other. I'll walk back and forth trying to figure it out. And I don't know. I don't see a difference. Someday I'm going to have me a little laptop so I don't have to just do all this side-to-side stuff. I've never heard of this herb. It's called chervil. It's an annual. Anthriscus cerefolium. Popular aromatic, has branched, hollow stems with bright green, finely divided, fern-like leaves and umbels of flowers, white flowers. I avoided that umbel word before. I don't know what that means. Umbrella-like? Maybe. Delicate parsley-like flavor. Chervil is part of the French fine herbs and blends well with other herbs. Best flavored foliage is grown in light shade and is used as a garnish or added at the end of cooking. Leaves and blanched stems enhance green salads, vinegar, and many subtle dishes. Subtle dishes. Summer savory. Now, was it David Cropper? Whatever his name is. I think I saw him growing winter savory. I don't know what the difference is. Savory is Saturia hortensis. Hardy and easy to grow annual. It's a must for every herb garden. It bears attractive, lightly colored flowers and sweet-scented, tangy flavored leaves. Mid-spring, full sun, enriched loamy soil, also in containers. Pick leaves just as flower buds are forming. Fresh or dried. To flavor salad, salad dressing, soup, sauces, stuffings, egg dishes, meats, and vinegars. Herbs going over here. Catnip. We already have some of this outside. Nepeta cataria. It's famous for the way it delights cats, attracts birds and bees, and flavors teas. If you sprinkle this on your cat's food, it will disturb them, and they will go and kind of love on the food. Flavors teas. So we're supposed to drink it. Leaf aroma makes cats kittenish and playful. I call that sundowning when a cat does that. Plants grow 2 to 3 foot tall with active pale pink or white flower spikes. Okay, so there's catnip. Some more Canterbury Bells. He bought, okay, see, here's the real story. I went into the store because we had the dogs with us. I went into the store and I got one of everything, right? He went, see, then I looked at the receipt and I went into the grocery store and I sent him back to the store because they're just a few blocks away and he got 3 of everything. So that's why I have multiples. I mean, 50 cents a package, how are you not going to do that? And I thought at least for Christmas presents, I just go ahead and pick them up. Larkspur, Blue Spire, Delphinium consolida. So it's Delphinium. This particular was only grown in the wild. Tall, slender plants of rich, dark blue, double flower spikes will bring color to your flower beds. Annual for full or partial sun. Upright plants with finely cut feathery foliage grow 3 to 5 foot tall. Really? Okay, to be clear, the one little comma, right? That's feet. The 2 little commas is inches, right? Tuning in from the honey house, Miss Sarah. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Chicken Explorers. Have fun in nature. All right, just making sure I got y'all hied up. They may need to be staked, these larkspurs, but they're pretty. I'm always going for the blues in the flowers because I grow those stupid black oil sunflowers. They come up by themselves every year, and I love the way the blues and the purples look with yellow sunflowers. This is fun. Nicotiana. It's flowering tobacco. Botanic name, Alata. A-L-A-T-A. Half hardy annual for full sun, partial shade. Produces beautiful, fragrant, star-shaped flowers in loose clusters all summer long. My husband was telling me, where are you going to put all these flowers? I'm always looking for stuff that smells good. It's excellent in window boxes, tubs, or in flower beds as an upright accent. Makes nice cut flowers. They last 3 to 4 days. Planting height. Annual is 12 inches. Good. Will only survive winter in well-drained soil. It can self-sow. Candy tuft. Umbellata mixed colors. Botanical name is Iberis. Annual for full sun, low growing, spreading, clump forming, narrow leaved plants with attractive foliage on semi-wooden stems 6 to 12 inches high, spreads up to 24 inches wide. They blanket themselves with short spikes of colorful, upright florets over a long period. Excellent for ground cover in rock and wall gardens or as an edging for spring borders. Now, if you love me and I love you, and you see anything here, you gotta let me know, okay? Gloriosa daisy. Single mixed colors. Rudbeckia, it's a Rudbeckia. Hirta. Giant blossoms, often 7 inches across, are borne on long, sturdy stems. I like all daisies of any kind. Just so you know. In Colorado, there was a wild daisy, and I found it growing all over my yard, and I went and dug up these little daisy-like things, and I put them all in this big clump, and I stuck them by my Shasta daisies, so it reminded me of Sunkist soda with the orange and the white. It was so nice. We're just gonna ignore that. I got an answer machine. Oh, but wait. Listen, I just hang up on him, alright? I don't know what else to do. Shh. These are more wallflowers. Sweet William. What is that song? Sweet William on his deathbed lay. Barbara Allen? Okay. Sweet William is Dianthus barbatus. Old-fashioned flower blooming in spring, early summer. Bears flat-top flower heads or small-toothed or fringed carnation-type florets. There are red, pink, white, bicolor with flashes of white. They're really pretty. Shasta daisy. I'm definitely giving these away because I already have a big package of these. So I planted some in a flat up here in the windowsill because this is one of the things that takes 18 months to bloom, right? So I thought, well, I'll grow them this winter and have them ready to set out in the spring. They have not come up. So on the off chance they need to be kind of cold stratified, I took the seed cells that I had them in and I just dumped them out there, and I'm waiting for any sign at all of a sprout until the spring, and I'll let y'all know if that worked. Shasta daisies. It's, I'm not going to try to say that word botanically. Shastas are unrivaled for production of 2 to 3 foot tall, long, strong stem flowers during summer or early fall. They have snow white petals with the rich yellow center. Excellent cut flowers. Okay, there you go. Poppy! Again, not with the, I think I'm going to quit with the botanical names. I'm not very good at pronouncing them anyway. Poppy red corn. Annual full sun. Native to Europe, but it is naturalized throughout the United States. Large 2 to 4 inch blooms. Fire engine red. With purplish black centers. Born on erect, hairy stems. Wow. Old foliage and stems must be allowed to ripen on the plant, then removed to make way for the growth of the new foliage in the fall. That's good to know. Here I go with the blanket flower. Petunia. It's a lonely petunia onion patch. One of the most universally popular of all annuals, produce a profusion of beautiful red flowers from early summer till frost. Okay. Not really a fan of petunias. I am an old lady now. That's what I consider like an old lady's flower. I guess I want to start growing them now. Lemon balm. I grow bee balm already, but I needed to get this. I'm not giving these away. Oh, speaking of giving away, I got more seeds in the mail. This is loofah. I'm not really excited about the loofah because I don't have a lot of room, and that pumpkin taught me a lesson about that this year. So I don't know if I'm gonna grow loofah, but I might. And but what I really was, this is Miss T. Miss T sent me these. I'm really excited. It's these little tiny seeds. They are holy basil, and I've been wanting holy basil so bad. So now I have it. There's not very many seeds. Okay, I'm gonna make the most of them, and I'm gonna be collecting my seeds. Okay, anise. This is what they make the licorice out of, right? Sweetly aromatic leaves, rounded at the base and narrow on the stem, with umbels of flowers. Here again with the umbels. Ugh! If y'all didn't have my phone tied up, I'd be googling that. What's an umbel? Tell me what an umbel is. You might get a present. U-M-B-E-L. And see, every time it said umbel, there's not been a picture of the flowers that they're talking about, so I can't, like, you know. Oh, that's a herb that goes over here. This is Salvia, St. John's Fire. That is really pretty. And I think we've grown this before. But it's an annual. I have a love-hate relationship with annuals because I just love perennials so much. I know we've had this before. Stocky spikes covered with flamboyant red flowers. St. John's Fire is the easiest and most dwarf of salvia. Grows to 12 inches tall. Blooms midsummer through fall. Essential for color to the garden. Just reading the sewing. The sewing wants to be tricky on this. There's that caraway again. Lemon balm again. Swiss chard again. Oh, are we just repeating? This. I've seen a couple people grow this. Mexican sunflower. Pages Tithonia is the species. A favorite stop for butterflies, particularly the monarch. Spectacular 3 to 4 inch orange red flowers are good for cutting and heat and drought tolerant. All right, because we need that for Oklahoma. Torch can be grown as a 4 to 6 foot screen that does not require staking. See, I've seen Roots and Refuge, Jess, I've seen her grow these in her raised beds, and they are quite impressive in the raised bed. So yeah. It would be nice if I never have to see my highway out front again. But that's like all my morning sun, so I can't be doing this. It's mighty tempting. Someday I won't live in town, guys. Sweet pea. Oh! In my little winter indoor garden, y'all. Hashtag 2025 winter indoor garden. I have 2 of these sweet peas come up already. Because if you wait till like the chance of frost is over in Oklahoma, you won't get to have these. And mine only bloomed for like 2 weeks this year because I did them too late. So I started way early, and I don't care. I'll keep them on my shelf in there till I think March is when I could probably get them out because they'll take a light frost. And then I'll just have to watch, and see for harder weather than that. But these smell delicious. They're gorgeous. They are also toxic, so do not put these around your chickens and do not put these around your goats. These go in the front yard only because neither one of those animals ever get to go to the front yard. More lemon balm. I'll put these together. Lupins! Lupins! I know nothing about lupins. But look at them. There are 2 different kinds. One is Russell mixed colors, and the other are Minaret dwarf mixed colors. So we'll just... One of the most attractive and colorful garden flowers, produces flower stems in shades of blue, pink, salmon, white, and yellow. Plants may need staking. I don't really care for plants that need staking. My tomatoes and my peppers. I mean, I'm not going to be up there holding up flowers for the rest of my life. Yeah, I like things that just kind of take care of themselves. Palmate leaves are very attractive on their own. Palmate. I assume that means palm-like. See, I can figure some stuff out. Anise. Rocket. There's the salvia. This is different from any other butterfly weed I've seen. Like, I have the orange one, which is like milkweed, right? 6-inch clusters of vibrant flowers in red, yellow, orange, and bronze. Oh, so it can be red. So then maybe I already have this. And I planted at least 2 that took. So next year they should go ahead and bloom for me. And I think they take 2 years to bloom. Swarms of butterflies and excellent for cutting. Heat and drought tolerant plants. By the way, you can find these in the ditches around Oklahoma. But like, I kind of hope you don't go and pick them because you can just buy the seeds, right? And the ones here in Oklahoma, they're important for feeding the monarchs on their way down to Mexico. So don't go. I'm a firm believer in ditch getting on the flowers, but just leave the milk alone, okay? The butterfly weed, whatever it's called. Germination is erratic. This is true. Like I said, I managed to get 2 to bloom. I put seeds everywhere out there. So, no, they didn't bloom. They came up. I lied. So should butterfly weed go in the flowers or the herbs? More Mexican sunflower. Coneflower. I caught some of these on sale at my favorite seed store that I just told you about earlier. They were already grown. These are from seed. So, I'm not giving these away. I'm going to go out there and sow these around the ones I already have. Because echinacea tea is great in the wintertime or just any time, period. It's good for you in the winter. Ask me what it does. I don't know. Black-eyed Susan. Rutabaga again. Easy to grow and very hardy, superb border flower that thrives even in the hot south. Yellow gold daisies with a raised black center, 18-inch to 30-inch stems. Biennial or perennial. It blooms the second year after seeding. These are the long game, these flowers like this, right? More Sweet William. A little Viola, Johnny Jump Ups. These are edible, right? Maybe, I don't know if they're edible or not. Don't get me to lying. But I think they are. And they are just really cute. These, I'm pretty sure these can kind of bloom before. Yes. In warm climates, it is planted for winter blooms. So, you go out and stick this out there right now. Coreopsis. I like this. I had a wild Coreopsis come up in my garden this year. You know, birds bring me stuff, and I'm here for it. My Coreopsis was the wild kind. It's like, it's kind of a brown and orange color with very, very small heads. Anyway, I like Coreopsis because it's really tall and willowy and really wispy with the foliage. Daisy-like blooms from late spring through the summer. Sunny flowers above narrow dark green foliage. One of the easiest and most rewarding garden flower. It will self-seed pretty easily. Full sun or semi-shade. Thrives in urban conditions. Urban gardening. This is the last one I got to show. Different California poppy. Wait, the other one was just a poppy. This is the California poppy. This is the world's most popular wildflower. California poppy is the state flower of California. 2 to 3 inches on the blossoms. 12 to 18 inches tall on the foliage. Start indoors and transplant out. And that's it. So really, I spent like, I can't even tell you how much I spent, but it was 50 cents a pack for all these seeds. And I highly encourage you, like, look outside the box. I know everybody goes to Lowe's or Home Depot or they order online, but some of these little tinier places around you, you know, they got hella deals sometimes, 50 cents a pack. So I've got a post office box now, and I have put it in my channel description, okay? So if you guys want to mail me something, you can go there and find my address. And now you can't find me, because that's what I was worried about before, is people coming to find me, right? By the way, if you ever do come to find me, I live right by the cop shop. So if I don't get done with you, I'll call them on you. That is if you're a bad character, right? They are really nice seeds, and look, like I said, they're cheap, and they're not vegetables. I get it. I have so many vegetable seeds, it's gross. But like, I think we all need to up our flower game, because these butterflies and bees need a lot of help, and for our vegetables to really thrive, we need the best of all the bugs, you know, to help battle those, like the squash bugs this year were so gross for me. And it's because I bought a pumpkin at the store for my chickens and my goats. And, well, this last spring I had a squash come up back there, and I didn't think anything about that store-bought pumpkin, right? So I dug it up, and I gave it space, and I fed it, and it grew, and I thought it was a butternut for a while until it became heir apparent that it was not. And it was a pumpkin, and it was the worst pumpkin, because the pumpkins that the grocery stores grow, they pesticide the crap out of, and they don't care. I do care, and I can't pesticide the crap out of my stuff, and I have squash bugs to an unholy level this year. So, never growing a pumpkin again here in town. I just can't. I don't have the room. But you guys, if you go and get a store-bought pumpkin for your animals, do not let that thing grow. And that is a public service announcement from me. And I thank y'all for hanging out with me. I don't really have much else to say. Peach and Farmer Chaz is here. Farmer Chaz. You have to watch the replay and see all the seeds because, see, I want you to tell me if you want anything that you saw. Any of you. Because this is an ungodly amount of seeds and I did buy them to give away for presents. So, my Gmail is in my channel description as well. So, you can Gmail me. And, by the way, I only have 20 stamps. So, that's what's going to go out this week. 20 letters with 20 different seeds in them, okay? So, y'all let me know what you'd like. And I'll see what I can do. Come on, Jane. She has turkeys in the woods? I just watched Daddy's Home 2 last night where that little girl takes that turkey out. By the way, such lies because it had the whole family sitting there behind her watching her shoot that turkey. I'm like, I don't know. I've been hunting with my husband. That would never happen. I'm going to tell you a funny hunting story and then I'm going to let y'all go. I went hunting with my husband. We made a ground blind. We made a ground blind. And I mean, it's like cedar branches and bushes. So I'm in there. We're hunting all day. We don't see nothing. He had walked me back in there among wild pig signs. So I was kind of, I was nervous, right? He had me blowing a grunt call. We also had a rabbit call. The only thing we saw was a coyote. So he made me call that thing down the hill. And it got closer and closer and closer. And I mean, I could smell him. He got so close. And my husband said, blow the grunt call again. And I said, no. Blow the grunt call again. I said, no. And the coyote's looking at us. So I went ahead and blew it one more time. Larry pulled back on his bow and arrow, mind you. He let loose, and it hits this tree stub right in front of the coyote. And that tree stub's just going like this. And that coyote's eyes, it was just like a cartoon. They got big. He started backing up, and he took off up that mountain like he'd been set on fire. And I laughed so hard. My husband was disgusted with me. He took me home and said I could never go again. So I was about to pee my pants. So that's my hunting story. I still have a home phone. Why don't only call me when I'm on my live? One was a bill collector. It's not even for me, mind you, and they call all the time, and they won't be told. They won't be told that this is not the right place to call. So, there's that. And the other one was I'm supposed to be making an appointment for a mammogram. I'm just kind of putting that off for a week or so until my husband's home. I don't want anybody touching up my boobs unless my old man's there. So I'm going to let y'all go. Oh, I have to get up to turn you off, though. Ugh. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, Peach. Here's my little jug thing you talked me into making. See if I did it right, Peach. I love you guys. Come and get some seeds.